But how would you describe the relationship between the government and the union now?
Well, I would say the amount of things that was not, how you would say, not fairly and truly presented, especially in Parliament. I have a problem actually looking at the boss lady, our Prime Minister, in her face and knowing that she told lies on me. You understand? So I would prefer to not even look at her in her face, not even come close, because I might be the one to just say liar to her and then get myself into serious problem, because this is something, a relationship that I do not like. You're tarnishing people's, you're calling people's name in Parliament, and you are talking things that are not factual, which you deliberately know that you did those acts to be able to sideline the unions. And then you go up and you present your law, and when you are questioned on the floor of the Parliament, you just tell things. You tell tales, fairy tales. I know that our boss lady was a teacher, but basically, when you run in a country, you don't tell fairy tales. You have to deal with integrity. You have to be frank speaking, and you have to tell the truth. And I have a problem right now as a union. It doesn't mean that I would not be able to sit around the table, but when I'm that mistrust in our relationship, that type of vibe is not good.
So you're saying the trust isn't there anymore?
No, because if you can have us and you deliberately do certain things, and then you can go and tell a different story, I can't do nothing better than when I come, I can show our members the facts. So we are here talking as unions and sitting and talking, and we have the wrong documents in front of us. At a given moment, it was so comical that in a meeting, one set of documents was presented to us. They as COB had a next set, and the advisors had a next set. So it's 3 sets of documents we were dealing with at that time. Because
in one meeting?
Yes, in one meeting. Because guess what? They are people with the possibility. You would feel that the young blood in politics would, stimulate certain things. But I feel that they're more confused than anything else. And the lack of knowledge, when you lack knowledge in certain area, the people would perish. When you lack a vision, people would perish. And that is what we are going through now. We are going through a period where they lack knowledge, they lack our leadership, they lack certain key responsibilities, they lack skills in negotiation. When they go to talk to CNUPs in Holland, they talk as if they went kindergarten school. When you see the pictures, they like they're movie stars in Holland. It's a movie star trip they went on. And at a given moment, it is like they do not get the reality of what is what. There's no leadership. So everybody is doing their own thing. And when you see good, what is happening? We don't know. This corona virus and the COVID-19, we have no idea of how to either flatten the curve, how to take people to another level, because crackers, sardines, and oats is not going to take them to another level. If the people don't have what to nourish themselves with, to boost their immune system, we're going to have people succumbing to this virus. And then at a given moment, you have a stagnant economy. There is where you need all hands on deck.
Do people really understand what's going on here?
You see, the thing is, when it really comes into effect and people understand, that is when you would get all hell will break loose. You understand?
Then it's going to be like a revolution.
Exactly. And probably, I don't know, probably that's the objective they would have. But how could you came into a power and you can take an island, instead of taking it forward, you're taking it backwards. These are all measures that you should be able to show that would have regression on the power. They will be regressive for the purchasing power of people, for the whole social. It's not the prime minister alone that have to run this island, but it has a lot of social cases now. For you to tell me how many cases we have of COVID.
I wanna hold
tell
it
me how
there.
many cases we have.
The prime minister don't run the island, but the prime minister have a very firm grip on the
Exactly.
council of ministers. The poor finance minister can't even speak unless he gets the approval of the prime minister. So let's be real here. Somebody's going to have to take the blame, and the buck stops somewhere. And I'm going to say here tonight, I think, and I believe the buck stops with the prime minister, period. Then if you don't want the buck to stop with you, then go home.
Exactly. And it reached to the point that, as you would say, the poor Minister of Finance, he gone toothless and speechless. Because guess what? At a given moment, you got to be on top of matters. Just imagine when they came in and they gave you a figure of how much money was in the coffers. A loan that they had with the Dutch was going to be also, how you would say, it was going to be matured at that time, and they didn't even realize.